At Mount Zion Seventh Day Adventist in East Flatbush, you will hear messages of love, hope, forgiveness, and the importance of filling out your US Census form. Bass player and pastor Gilford Monrose takes this message to the airwaves twice a week.
Today we are going to be talking about US Census, US Census, US Census all day. Of course, this is one of our issues that we are trying to continue to highlight in our community to make sure that as a Black...
Pastor Gil broadcasts across the country from the Spirit Station in East Flatbush, Brooklyn, a place known for its large Caribbean population. It is also one of the poorest neighborhoods in New York City.
If we don't make the case that that this is very important, they will not take a look at it. So that is why it's so important that I come on every day to instill in them that you need to take this seriously.
East Flatbush is part of Kings County, which lost nearly $100 million in federal funding due to a low and inaccurate 2000 census count. Pastor Gil sees where this money could have gone.
Look at the hospital that surrounds our church. Downstate, Kings County, Kingsbrook. Those three hospitals always struggle with the emergency room. Have you ever went to the emergency room in Kings County? You have to wait at least for 5 hours to get service.
Lack of funding for local schools is another effect of a census undercount. Since 2002, Mayor Bloomberg has closed over 90 schools throughout New York. Next fall, an additional 19 schools will be shut down, 2 of those in central Brooklyn.
If you look at the schools that's closing, you all fit 2 categories. You're poor and you're Black. You live in a particular neighborhood, you're considered in those zip codes, you're considered to be a certain class of people in terms of your economic status.
Pastor Gil decided to do something about the disparity he saw. To ensure a better population count for 2010, he incorporates the census in his church's community outreach programs.
We promote the census in every way that we can. Any forum that we have, like we had our immigration clinic, Red Cross training, our food pantry, every computer classes, everything we give out the census information.
To help the community promote the census, Pastor Gil opened the church as a site where people can test to become census workers.
What happened in the past is that they brought in people or had gone from the outside. And if you come and knock on my door and you don't look like me and you don't know the landscape, people they're not going to open up the door, especially if you're undocumented. They were like, no way, Jose. I'm not opening the door for anyone.
Still, the problem does not lie solely with the undocumented.
And I thought, this is ridiculous. We've been here since slavery, really, in this country, and you have no numbers. We can't tell our story.
Felicia Prasad is the founder of Carib ID, an organization that focuses on accurately counting the Caribbean community for 2010. To her, an accurate count means opportunity.
More and more second-generation immigrants are opening their own businesses. They need this sort of data because let's not forget, this is about money. This is about communities. And if we redistrict and our community is really Caribbean and we no longer have a Caribbean representative because of our undercount, then we're all just screwed.
Not if Pastor Gil can help it.
For the US Census, and I've been saying for months, God knows how long, is that everyone needs to be counted.